J360 TV. J360 TV.
Hey, how's it going, J360 Legion? What is happening? This is J-Man just checking in to see how you all are doing. And not only that, I'm trying out some new stuff here. I know I've done a few of these Facebook posts and everything, but I wanted to go ahead and see exactly how it would work, and I went ahead and tried again. All right. And as we're broadcasting, I can see that we are on the J360 Productions channel, which, by the way, I tossed that on Instagram not too long ago. So for those of you that have been paying attention, yeah, you might want to not sleep on the Facebook page. All right. Yeah. Oh, let me just tell you something. I knew this reconstruction was coming. You knew this reconstruction was coming. And if you didn't, you obviously haven't been paying attention to the J-Man show for the last few years. But yeah, all this stuff is going into play now. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm glad it is, because it's time to move on from Spreaker, y'all. It had to happen. All right. It's just not the same service as it was. And, I was going to go ahead and look at the YouTube and stuff, just do that a little bit more. But nah. Because, even as when I was just doing films, right? Like YouTube just wasn't the end all be all for me. And I figured like I would go ahead and utilize like not my features per se, but like shorts and other things for like YouTube. So trust me, I had plans for that whole thing. But with the way they keep going on about content ID and all sorts of other bullshit and just doing whatever they can to try to make sure that you don't cross like a subscriber threshold or a view watch, threshold, it's just like it becomes more and more of an annoyance than anything that actually help you. But when's the last time that social media actually helped a lot of creators in this day and age, right? Without the algorithm coming up with more and more stupid stuff because, well, just because, I guess, they're doing whatever they can to make sure like the people with talent don't follow through on their talent, whereas some of these untalented jerks out here, oh yeah, they have a chance to go ahead and make it. Stupid. Anyway, that being said, though, it's not like I'm turning my back on any of that stuff. It's just that what project is going to be essential for what, and then what's going to be worked on here. And some of these things, you guys will actually see me work that out. Yeah, I think that'd be a nice feature for you, right? As soon as all this stuff is all wrapped up and everything. But all in all, though, I am just like loving this. I'm tired as hell, but I'm loving this. Things are coming together. You gotta let me cook, baby. Let me cook. And indeed, like this meal is starting to look very impressive. So, especially with the main website and everything. Like, I've thought about it, guys. I was like, look, I got a lot of different plans that are ready to go, and I got a lot of other things that I want to do in the next few years. So this is just as good as the time as any. I do regret missing Valentine's Day this year because people were just sitting there and using the same old narrative. It's hard for me to get somebody. Dating is just really, really hazardous. I'm not even trying to meet people, but at the same time, I think I'm entitled. Yeah, bullshit. Look, it's hard for everybody. It's hot in these streets. Really, it is. Especially when you have certain people that have particular tastes, and those tastes are just unrealistic as fuck. So that's where we are as a people. Like, a lot of people run around their delusions and everything, and they just finding more and more ways to just come up with some very terrible, cringy takes, and then at the same time take it out on everybody else that don't agree with it, like me. I don't agree with any of this crazy shit going on around here. I just figure this, look, if you take care of yourself and actually work on some adequate skincare and then like actually take care of who you are, be knowledgeable about things, like really be knowledgeable about it. Stop posing and trying to tell everybody you're deep about music. I guarantee you're going to be fine. And that's just an example, because some of y'all be out here saying some of the most dumbest shit. And I'm like, oh man, you go outside acting like that? Or are you like that every day? No wonder you ain't meeting people. You need to get some therapy, And I point that stuff out from time to time. But, like I said, I'm not perfect, but God, I'm not as dysfunctional as my contemporaries are. And then, the funny part is on TikTok, though, them fools get higher views than I do. But, this isn't about views and anything. This is about, like, credibility. This is about, like, integrity. This is about that one line you don't cross, And I ain't crossing that line. course, I like being a nuisance, but there are times where it's like, you know what, for all the right reasons. So it's little things like that. Speaking of which, though, I've noticed that people are running around with a certain meme showing like the Hey Arnold gang and saying, "This is what it used to be like in the childhood. Nobody goes outside anymore." I think because your ass is there. I really do. Whoever posted and made that meme, it's like this: your strange ass is out there, and there are people around Christmas time, right, who will pull out their camera phones and they'll take pictures of like neighborhoods and stuff and saying, "Where are the kids at?" Which is very suspicious. Unless they're your kids, you really shouldn't be worried about going, little people going outside and all that kind of stuff, unless you live in that neighborhood or whatever, because that's really creepy as fuck. It's like this, explain youth sports to me then, if kids are not going outside and stuff. I'm sure people have, throughout all the crazy moments that we have had in our lifetime, have taken different measures on where the kids' activities are, what they're doing, how they're doing it, and the people that they trust their kid around. Now, they can't be there 100% of the time, but I'm sure like at least 95% of the time, they're making sure their kids are safe. And when it comes right down to it, it's like, yeah, they go outside and they have a good time and everything, but they're making sure like creepy ass people like you are not around them so that you can go ahead and sit there and post that kind of question. Kids are going out, people are going out. That stuff never stopped. As soon as like, the lockdown was lifted, there was a lot of different methods for people to go out there and do certain activities. But you see nowadays, because it's starting to die down a lot more, people are outside more than ever. So I just think it's weird when people do that stuff, because like everything's a problem and everything's a crisis, especially this day and age. And also, though, don't forget, because there's some podcasters out there that need to make some damn shit up, because God knows it's not real stories anymore, unlike my black ass. But you see, like, yeah, some of them be over there saying, like, nobody goes out anymore. Nobody reads anymore. Nobody wants to work. Nobody's really making music anymore. We shouldn't make music at all. That's just stupid, too. See what I'm saying about them dumbass cringy takes? Like, and if you're somebody like me, okay, I know AI is around. I know that there are more lazy layman ways of actually making movies these days. I know that, guess what? I really shouldn't have to or need to do like radio station stuff or podcasting stuff anymore, because the computer could do it for me. But you know what? That's not the fucking point now, is it? That's not what I'm here for. That's not what I do. I'm running this business because I believe in people to a point. I believe that we actually can get a lot done if we get out of our own fucking way. You would know about this stuff. You know why I'm here. Like anytime I show up and it's a jams week, it's the funniest thing, because like some of the musicians I know, they know that it's time. They ready. But then there's the other musicians that are like, "Oh my god, what are you doing here? What do you want?" Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm here to ruin your life. Send me your music so that I can play it on J360 Jams for free. You know what I mean? Granted, I'll get paid by the ads and everything, but your little ass will actually be getting some airplay, so you get to actually get some exposure. Isn't that cute? You know, it's wild too, because some of them be asking me some weird ass questions. What are you going to do with my tracks? Did you read the paper I told you? I mean, I guess I'm going to take these tracks and try to rule the world with them or something. Or I guess I'm going to go ahead and pull you out of the music and go ahead and make money off of this music. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's not going to happen. Now, see, the dumbassery of it all is that people will go this far and try to make it seem like controversial when it's not controversial. And then the beautiful part is that I'm here to help people grow in addition to myself grow. That's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? And then like the funny part is like the ones that actually enjoy jams, they stick around. But then there's the other ones, they get mad about things. And I look at them, I'm like, what the hell are you mad about? All I did was share your corny ass music on my radio station. I think I did you a solid. You know? It's wild, man. Like I said, this is why you can't love everybody, you can't help everybody. But the truth is that I've been there that whole damn time. And I'm gonna be there that whole damn time. Because jams ain't stopping. And also, speaking of which, I had to go ahead and do a little bit of a fight with Spotify not too long ago because they're like, copyright infringement. And isn't it amazing how people love to use copyright infringement on things, even though it's not copyright when you work with people? It's not copyright when you have an agreement with people. So they try to pull this shit. So that's why J360 Jams is not on Spotify right now, because Spotify is sitting over there acting like, I want to be YouTube so bad, you know? I mean, granted, I'll probably toss it over there, but you know what? With the way Spotify is and how they've been treating people as of late, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to take the mini bites. I'm going to take the J-Man show. I'm going to take some of the other stuff that I put on Spotify. I'm taking them off. Because, you know, if you can't handle one part of the J360 Productions experience, you don't need no parts of the J360 Productions experience. And if you really wanted to go ahead and say something, or you wanted to help me out with that whole Spotify thing, you could always email Spotify and say, it's a shame that J360 Jams isn't on this service anymore and stuff like that. Really get the attention going. And I guarantee they're going to be like, what does that mean? Because, see, like, Deezer's doing a lot better than Spotify is with that show right now. You know, I just think it's funny. And then, like, you know, Apple Podcasts is already getting all the stuff and everything. But for those of you out there who do not have Apple and you have Android stuff, don't worry. I will send you a whole different link that'll let you see all of the previous Jams episodes so you can subscribe to it and you won't miss a beat. You know what I mean? But as for Spotify, fuck you, Spotify. You know what I mean? On the real. Even if I did subscribe to you, don't worry. Amazon is a calling. I'll be going over there in a little bit. Which, by the way, Jams is on every other outlet except Spotify because, well, like I said earlier. But I mean, like, it's a fact, you know? I'm making sure, like, all of this stuff is working out for you guys out there, you know? And then, of course, I wanted to go ahead and go over a few things and talk to you all. So this isn't necessarily a J-Man episode per se, but it might as well be. And not only that, like, I still got a lot more endeavors coming up for J360 TV. In addition to those of you that have been waiting to cross over on my shows a few times, the Hangout series is coming back. So, yeah, all podcasters, all of you guys that are creatives, any of y'all, the pool is open. You know what I mean? Then again, I should have used the better symbol for that, because you never know what people do in public pools these days. But anyway, the thing is that Hangouts is coming back in a big way, and all of you guys are invited. And no, it's not interviews. That's a whole different show in general. That's Project Conference, and as for Project Conference, that's coming back in late March, early April. All right. So we got a lot of things happening with that, but yeah. Just letting you guys know exactly what's been popping and all that stuff. And yeah, people are still fucked up as usual, but a lot of you guys out there, I do respect you. And those of you that have been enjoying the J360 Productions content and have been waiting patiently for me to come back for real, you know, even though Jams 85 happened, Jams 84 happened, you know, things like that. But all the shows coming back, you know, I thank you. Oh, and by the way, for those of you that love the video games and the power play and all, yeah. We're taking care of Killzone. Killzone has to go, damn it. It's overstayed its welcome. I know it needs to get finished. You know it needs to get finished. It's going to be handled. Now, honestly, do you guys enjoy Twitch? Or would you prefer to be fully YouTube? You know what I mean? Like full YouTube streaming, no Twitch, stuff like that. If so, like, let me know at some point, like, how you guys would like it. Now, granted, you might think this is a trap because of the way I am, but no, I'm really asking this time. Would you prefer YouTube or would you like Twitch? It's up to you. All right? Go ahead and work out this whole thing. Because you guys are part of the community, you know? That's why you're the J360 Legion. And I need to hear what your what your concerns are. Not that I will do anything about it. I'm just playing. But it's always good to be here, guys. And there's going to be plenty more of these conversations popping up, too. So, oh, wow, we're almost at mini bite time. Well, I got to get on out of here. I got to get back to work. But you guys take care of yourselves until we meet again, all right? This is J-Man signing off. Peace.
J360 Productions.